For decades, the US dollar has been the undisputed king of global finance. It is the currency of international trade, oil markets, and global reserves. But recently, a new phrase has taken over the headlines: de-dollarization. A growing group of nations is actively trying to bypass the US financial system. At the center of this movement is an alliance known as BRICS. It was originally made up of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. But the group has recently expanded to include major energy producers like the UAE and Iran. But why do these countries want to abandon the dollar? The answer is control. Because the dollar is used worldwide, the United States holds immense financial power. Through economic sanctions, the U.S. can cut a country off from the global banking system. For nations competing with Washington, this is a massive strategic vulnerability. So what is the BRICS plan? They are not necessarily trying to launch a single, physical global currency right away. Instead, they are taking a more practical approach. They are starting to trade with each other using their own local currencies. China is buying commodities using the Chinese yuan. India is settling trade deals in the Indian rupee. By doing this, they completely bypass American banks and dollar-based payment systems. Additionally, the central banks of these nations are changing their reserves. Instead of holding U.S. government debt, they are buying record amounts of physical gold. But can this strategy actually dethrone the U.S. dollar? The reality is much more complicated than the dramatic headlines suggest. Replacing the dollar requires a highly trusted, stable, and widely accepted alternative. Right now, no single currency meets those strict requirements. The Chinese yuan, for example, is tightly controlled by the government in Beijing. This lack of freedom makes global investors hesitant to hold large amounts of it. Furthermore, the dollar is still involved in nearly 90% of all global foreign exchange transactions. It offers deep financial markets, legal safety, and unmatched liquidity. The US dollar is not going to collapse or disappear overnight. However, its era of absolute, unquestioned dominance is slowly coming to an end. The global economy is gradually fracturing into different financial blocks, and understanding this shift is crucial for the future of global wealth. If you want calm, clear explanations of global events, geopolitics, and the global economy, subscribe to Global Analysis Point. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next analysis.